welcome to the Thing Upset podcast, where we talk about things, and I think this time we're going to get a little more on the serious side. For the next two episodes, we're doing a little two-parter here on health. This week we're going to be doing physical health, and next week we're going to be doing mental.
I can tell you that I'm poor in both of those. I'm Aaron, by the way, and that's Derek.
And I'm Derek, and that's Aaron.
We're Aaron and Derek. We should start a band. AD.
Ad?
Ad. No, not AD. No, that's a different thing, man. That was a different episode. You missed your chance. But no, health is mega important. So we're gonna talk about that, and it really needs these episodes. It needs multiple episodes.
Yeah, and like I said, today we're going to be talking about the physical health, which neither of us are perfect on, but we know what we're doing somewhat.
We both made really good strides, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the healthiest in the way that I've made those strides, but we both made strides.
Yeah. But just to kind of get the obvious out the way, all you need to do to be a healthy person is to just watch what you eat, exercise, and get good sleep.
Good sleep. We're going to talk a lot about that. And look, I don't know anything, but we're going to still talk about it. I think the best way to start this, because Derek has he has a success story, really. I would say it's a success. It's like a
success story.
That thing. He has one of those. So I'm going to let you take it, man, because I've been talking all day, and I always talk all day, but man, I'm running out of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to let you take it, and I'm going to just chime in when I think something's funny.
Are you going to chime in with how many people heard of closing the door or anything?
Closing the is it open? Oh, the song. You got me.
I feel like I'm slowly putting Panic references into all these episodes.
Yeah, it's starting to scare me. Because it's you go ahead. I'm just
Okay.
going to shut up.
But, yeah, I would say I didn't 100% get where I wanted to be health-wise, but my health has been kind of all over the place growing up. From the time I was about 7 until I was about a sophomore in college, I was on a slow progression to be just super overweight. My peak in high school was about 215. And sophomore year, the second semester, the spring semester.
That's a good song.
What?
Sophomore year.
Oh, right, yeah. That was a good song back in the day.
We should cover that later. Go ahead.
But,
is it a cover? Because technically, I was a member. That's just an original, right?
that's a gray area, I guess, because I'm not an original member.
Yeah, but technically.
Well, I mean, Pink Disco.
I was about to say. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
But anyway, so, little side tangent, but, yeah, so sophomore year, in PE, I actually tried. Like, I put effort to all the exercise we were doing, so I gave it my 100%, and I actually dropped to about 200 pounds by the semester. So in 3 months of school, I lost about 15 pounds from 215 to 200. Then, weirdly, after that weight loss, over the next summer at band camp, for some reason, I didn't really want to eat. But because we're doing so much outside stuff for marching band, I lost another 10 pounds. So I was down to 190. And throughout my high school, it kind of got lower. So I think I got to about the lower 180s by the time we graduated. Then in college, freshman year, I was kind of staying about the same 180s. And then my sophomore year of college. Sophomore year of college, we were introduced to peak step in marching band. Think high knees, but imagine doing that down the field. And we did that over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. There's no way I could even do it. You know what I mean? No way. I'd fall out.
So, with all that physicalness of the peak step and all that fun stuff, I actually got down to the upper 170s, which was the least amount of weight I've weighed in years. Then throughout college, I kind of edged my way upwards for a while. It was a very slow build, but up until about 2018, I was peaking, I was back up to 215 pounds. So I decided to take the initiative and just get to the gym, start working on my diet. And it wasn't so much that I did like a special diet or anything, I just less calories. So I still ate a lot of the same junk, but just less of it or a healthier alternative. And with that, over time, I was able to drop from 215 to back in March of last year, I got as low as 156. And I've kind of gained a little bit since then, but I've kind of leveled off in like the lower 160s, which I think isn't a horrible place because for my height, the ideal weight I want to be is under 170. So
That's not bad. No, that's what I mean. That's definitely a huge success. Yeah, I just tried crippling depression. I found that did a lot for my weight loss, but not for real.
that's not a healthy weight loss, but
No, it was similar, man. One day I just kind of woke up and I was like, man, I'm fat, and I'm still fat now. But I was like, I looked in the mirror naked and I was like, you know.
Yeah.
And just went to Anytime Fitness, and I was working as a cop at the time, and we would talk about it because you'd always be over there, and I lost my friend to the gym, and you called me afterwards and you told me about the elliptical. And as a person who only did treadmill before, I was always like, it makes my knees hurt. Like after I do it for long, can't do it for as long. I got on the elliptical. I was like, man, I have no issues with this. It's very nice.
mm-hmm.
And then I just started eating less. Same thing as you're saying. Like I still kind of eat bad food. You know, we're in South Louisiana. A lot of rice, rice, bread, rice.
A little bit of noodles.
Asian food, man, gets me every time. But I just kind of cut back a little bit. I started doing like the intermittent fasting thing.
Yeah.
And I saw like immediate results. Then life got in the way a little bit, so I kind of gained some of it back, but I'm kind of getting back down again. But I mean, ultimately for me, I look a lot better than I did 6 months ago.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was huge. You guys go look at pictures from me 6 months ago, you know what I mean? But also I grew a beard, and I find that helps. It makes the face look not as fat.
Yeah, that's true to a marginal degree,
Yeah.
I find.
Well, it depends. Yeah, I mean, if you, but no, I mean, it was just and I started having fun in the gym for me. You know, you're gonna sit home and watch TV anyway. You just sit home and watch TV in the gym, or rather, go to the gym and watch TV. Not sit home and watch TV in the gym. What the hell? Some kind of weird hologram situation. But get on the elliptical, turn on Family Guy, turn on music. Whatever I was gonna do that night, I just do it at the gym. You know.
Yeah, and I will say with the elliptical, it's definitely a very good machine. It's a very underrated machine.
Well, for me, the not being sore,
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just however far your legs can take you. It's not,
Absolutely.
your knees aren't going to stop you. It's just the muscles in your legs. How far can they go?
And it's so low impact. You don't have to worry about man, you hit that treadmill too much. And look, I'm talking years. I mean, people that do long distance running and stuff, they will have issues with their knees for that. You're really hitting them joints hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me that was mainly it. I didn't really do a whole lot of weightlifting. You had told me a little bit about that, and I kind of stayed away from it at first. I wanted to get the weight down first, right? And that's kind of how I started.
Yeah, as far as like motivation goes, as you're trying to lose weight, it's best you still want to do some weights, but you want to do like maybe 15-20 minutes of it. You don't want to do like full hour of just pushing.
Right.
You want to do enough to where you'll build a little bit of muscle, but not so much that you're already bulking up, because at that point
You look like a boulder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And we all know people that look like boulders, and it's weird. You guys look weird. I'm just saying. No disrespect. Don't hurt me. I'm just saying.
But muscle does help you actually burn fat a little bit more.
Right.
But with just a personal confidence kind of thing, it'll be easier on you if you just burn more fat than you gain muscle.
Yeah, and for me, when I first started, I was looking at the scale every couple days, and I found that to be kind of depressing. So I just started doing it once a week, and then I got to a point where I don't even look at the scale anymore. Just going how I feel. I feel good right now. I'm doing all right. We devoured pizza earlier. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I find that it's nice to do that every now and again. Just because I'll be honest with you, to me, I feel worse afterwards. It reminds me of why I started trying to do better.
Yeah.
It's all that grease, and the liquor doesn't help either. And I'll say that especially if I go on like a good week of working out, and then I have like a party night, I pay for that. I pay for that hard. And it's because you're sapping your body with the working out, and then you're sapping your body more by basically poisoning it by drinking liquor.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. But you touched on the sleep thing, which I don't do a lot of. So that's the thing, right?
Yeah, because for me, On a bad night, I'll get 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but that's only on a bad night.
That's a good night for me.
Yeah, on a good night, I'm getting 8, 9, maybe even 10 hours.
Yeah, I don't sleep ever. I don't do it, and I don't know why. I think we talked about the going to the gym late. That's a thing. I don't know. I think that I'll be honest with you. I'm really starting to believe that using your cell phone a lot in bed and not using your bed as a place of rest, but as a place of like entertainment in that sense.
Yeah, because the thing with entertainment is all the blue light. It's tricking your brain into thinking that it's still daylight outside. So it's like, oh, I still need to be awake.
None of those do those blue light filters actually do anything with that? I have a blue light filter. I don't know if it really does anything. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about with your phone. I think it does help a little bit because it'll make the screen not have as much poppy colors. So your eyes are, A, it's going to be less strain in your eyes. And B, it will help you probably sleep a little better. Probably not a huge margin, but by a little bit. But electronics before bed, that's bad. Eating before you go to sleep, you want to have about 3-4 hour gap between eating and going to sleep. And also with exercise, the best time to go is first thing in the morning. Because you're burning off like some pre-energy, you're not burning off food, you're burning off just your fat.
Right.
Because your food's digested overnight, pretty much everything's through your system that's going to go through. So all that's left is the fat that's there, and you'll burn a little bit of muscle too, because that naturally happens too. But if you go in the morning, you're burning strictly fat.
Okay.
And
That's a better
then,
time to go.
so yeah, so you're burning all your fat, and then you just kind of get your energy back from the food you eat throughout the day.
Interesting. Okay, so you're not really piling food back onto. Okay, yeah, I never thought of it that way, but.
So that's why you don't go at 11 o'clock at night. Like I understand there's there's like some situations to where you're not gonna be able to go until.
Wouldn't that also depend on when you eat? Like I mean, if you're a person that fasts, you do like a intermittent fast, and you eat like at lunch.
So
wouldn't you then have digested everything by the time you go to the gym at night?
So
how does that work?
For me, the prime day for me was go to the gym 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Do all my exercise, come back, shower. By then it's pretty close to lunchtime, so I'll eat lunch. Then I'll eat dinner at around 5, 6 o'clock, and then that's it.
So you wouldn't eat breakfast?
No.
Really? Okay, but that's the most important meal of the day, right?
It's technically, but it's food to give you energy throughout the day. But like I said, if you go to the gym and then eat like after you shower and stuff, where would breakfast fit anyway?
Well, that's true. I mean, I guess if you had like a snack on the way, like granola bar, maybe some yogurt.
Yeah, something like
avocado.
Like if you want it, well, actually I wouldn't say yogurt or anything before exercising, but...
Yeah, you good point. Avocados.
I'm sure. Why not?
I mean, if you like avocado, I don't know if you eat avocados.
I don't really eat avocado.
You should, man. It's a good fat, right?
I mean, I know it's a healthy thing to eat, but...
Well, it's considered a good fat. I don't know why. I'm just saying stuff that I read on the internet one time.
Do you really trust the internet?
No, it's legit. That's a real thing, man. Avocados it's like a superfood. It's like avocados, kale, and a bunch of other stuff that tastes disgusting.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about all of this when it comes to diet side is all those icky vegetables. I'm terrible with vegetables. I like cucumbers. I'll dabble in kale. I will. I used to have those kale chips, what you find out when you read up on that is like it's all zapped of all the nutrients because they're like dried out. So it's like, well, It's kind of a waste. Like you're basically wasting calories. I don't know, man. I wish I could eat more veggies, and one of these days I'm gonna do it. But I'm just, man, it's like I put a uniform on for 4 years and thought I could get shot at any time, and I can't eat a vegetable. So I feel like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Well, actually, that was another thing I was surprised because my dad always said that when you go through the academy, you generally lose a lot of weight. But I found you probably lost a little bit of weight, but not that much.
So I don't want to. There's rules about the academy stuff we don't talk about, but yeah, I did it first, but then you focus more on other things instead of the physical stuff as much. Just to kind of give a brief description of that, and I gained it all back. I'm gonna tell you why. Popeyes had free food, so you know how I feel about Popeyes.
Speaking of Popeyes, what's your thought on the whole chicken sandwich debacle from last year?
I think that it's good, but I'm not gonna wait in line like a fool to get one. And on top of that, I mean, they're both good. Chick-fil-A's is good. Popeyes is good. Depends on what I feel like eating. Honestly, that's my pick on it. I mean, Popeyes is a little cheaper, but I mean the sauce at Chick-fil-A. I mean their sauces are just incredible. But Popeyes is a little cheaper, and to me it does have more flavor. I don't know.
I mean, the chicken has a little bit more flavor, but I find the bread kind of takes away from the flavor. Because when I tried the Popeye chicken sandwich, something about that bread just took away a lot of the flavor.
I thought the bread was good, but
it was too much bread for the sandwich.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, it depends on the piece of chicken you get. Because look, you and I both know, you go to Popeyes, even if you get the tenders, sometimes you get a tender in there, it's more like a foot. That ain't really no tender. It's just like a fried chicken foot. I mean, you still eat it because, I mean, it's good, but you know, it's a little disrespectful, to be honest.
Yeah.
What about the Cane's chicken sandwich? Nobody's talking about the Cane's chicken sandwich, though.
I mean, usually when I go to Cane's, I get the chicken sandwich. But it's just a weird thing because they just put 3 strips on it and just...
Yeah, they straight disrespect you because they just put 3 strips and then put bread on it like it's not a chicken sandwich.
And they put like an entire leaf of lettuce. Who puts an entire leaf?
Right. Anyway, let's get back to health because we just made all these people like, man, I want to try a chicken sandwich. These guys said we were going to talk about health. Now I just gained 20 pounds. Diabetes.
Now you see our problem. We talk about food too much.
Dude, when you said Cane's earlier, we were walking. I was like, oh. It's like that thing on Rick and Morty. What is that? Arousal.
Yeah, like when we went for the walk earlier, I was pointing out all the restaurants. You were just like,
no, because there's 37. See, that's the problem with Louisiana. There are more restaurants than there are people. There's literally like 15 restaurants in this little. It's not even a square mile. It's like a square half mile or whatever.
Yeah, it's about a half mile. It's about a half mile square radius. You get most of the fast food places you expect. There's a Subway. There's McDonald's. There's Burger King. There's like 5 pizza places. Everything from Pizza Hut to Dino's to Pizza Village. There's a lot of stuff around here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something about Dino's. See, this happens every time. Dino's is amazing, but I had heartburn. I still got heartburn right now. That was serious stuff, man.
That means they had good flavor.
If you ever say flavor again, I'm gonna kill us both.
Why's it always gotta be both of us?
Because I don't want to go to prison, man. I mean, I gotta kill you first, obviously. I can't kill me first.
Oh, no, you can kill yourself first, and then I'll just be like,
we got a job opening for a podcast. Yeah. So anyway, back to health. Since we just went the most unhealthy route to get back to health. Look, guys, if you keep eating the chicken sandwiches, it won't matter how healthy you are. You'll be dead in 10 years.
This makes us relatable because sure we've lost weight, but
because all of our listeners are fat. What are you trying to say?
No. I'm just saying we've been successful, but we still are obsessed with fast food because like we said in the past, we've been obsessed with Taco Bell. We love Popeyes.
Oh no, and that's totally true. Hey, look, while we're doing this, and this is kind of a thing, I just checked you guys saw me check my phone. I'm always doing that. But I just got a message from somebody who listened to both of our episodes back to back, and they liked it. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We only have 2 episodes out right now.
Yeah, we're recording way in advance right now, but.
So no, yeah, I figured I'd let you know we got support. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice, man.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we have a problem with fast food. You know, some people in our area got addicted to drugs. Some people got addicted to gambling. I got addicted to beefy filet burritos. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I switched over to dollar menu because that beef filet is just too expensive now.
I agree, man. But God, it's good. The problem is it's 96% beans. They put like 2 pieces of meat on there.
Honestly, the easiest thing to do is just get the bean rice cheese burrito
And add beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that from now on. Now I'm not going to though because we're talking about health and I'm trying to stay away from those things, Derek.
I mean, if you're gonna go to a fast food place, honestly, Taco Bell is one of the healthier options.
Yeah, people are gonna at you for that, but yeah, that's legit. That's a real thing. Which is
yeah, because you can switch out the meat, which you're not supposed to eat like red meat, but you can do like either chicken or you can do beans. Which
I don't think it's that you're not supposed to eat red meat. You just gotta really.
I think it's too rich in something like iron or something.
Well, you have to. I mean, you have to. You know, what you want is smaller meat, more veggies, right? I mean, because you think about it. I mean, like deer is red meat, but that's a good meat. You know.
Well, you're supposed to eat like pretty much any sort of like the grayish meat, like chicken and all that.
Right.
Chicken, pork chops, stuff like that. That's the healthier.
Pork chops is healthier than beef? Is that what you just... Is that... I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if pork chops, but I know chicken.
Yeah, that's... Look, it's not. Pork is not a healthier option than beef.
I'm
could
not...
be wrong, I don't know.
I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know these things.
Yeah, we're both kind of dumb.
We're just going based off our own experiences. That's...
Yeah, no, I mean, that's definitely it. But, yeah, I like red meat, though, man. I'll probably make roast a lot, 4 times a month. I love roast.
I'm a burger person myself, but...
Dude, you gotta let me make you a burger. Bro, I got the special recipe. Promise you, best burger you'll eat in your life. Dude, I'm serious.
I don't fully believe that.
Derek, have I ever lied? Okay, listen. But how about we go back to what are we talking about? Why are we here?
Oh, we're just talking about healthy food,
Right, salads, and Taco Bell. Apparently, you don't eat salads
I do not eat salads.
ever at
Ever.
all,
Like, I can barely eat lettuce in like a taco.
dude. It's just lettuce. It doesn't even really have a flavor.
I know. It's just I don't like that weird.
It's like the crunch, the texture.
I don't like I don't like the.
What's weird about lettuce is that part of it's crunchy and the other part's soggy. So it's like, that's weird. That's a good point. I don't like lettuce anymore either. Ugh.
What do you mean even more?
I don't eat tomatoes.
I like ketchup.
Me too. Yeah, but that's just like 1 tomato and 18 cups of sugar.
True. That's
Frost. It's the Frosted Flakes of the veggie world. It's just full of sugar. I like Frosted Flakes.
Frosted mini wheats. Those are good too.
Oh, those are good. Yeah, those are better than Frosted Flakes for you, but Frosted Flakes are better.
Yeah, don't they? I think mini wheats help you poop.
Oh shit. Where do we stand physically? Apparently 1 foot in the grave with the way we're talking. I'm looking at the notes here, guys. Derek usually keeps me going, but apparently we're just going to keep talking about fast food if I don't step in here. So,
I mean, we're talking with health it comes food, but you got to talk about the healthiest options, which
sometimes you got to start at the bad options, work your way back. Subway. Is Subway fast food? Or sandwich shops fast food? Is that a thing?
I would say fast food because you do get them pretty quickly, but Subway's, I think, one of the least healthy options.
I think it's, some of the stuff they use, right? And obviously, dude, anytime you have that much bread, if you got a foot-long piece of bread, if you got a foot-long anything, there's a problem. Let's just be honest here. Specifically bread.
Yeah. I'm just going to let that sit for a second.
No, but I mean, look, I've gone to fast food places and gotten a salad, though. Like, I go to Wendy's and I get their salad. It's all right, man. Yeah, I mean, I get the one with the fried chicken in it, but...
Yeah, that's...
right.
At that point, it's not healthy anymore. Especially if you dip it in, like, ranch or anything.
No, I don't use... The only dressing I'll ever use is actually ginger. I like ginger dressing, which is actually a better option. Ranch is too ranchy. I don't, no, dude, I cannot mess with ranch. I don't know how people eat it. It's so, rich. It's like, ugh. Ugh.
There are people who could literally drink it out the bottle.
Yeah, those people are called psychopaths, Derek. They're psychopaths, and we don't need them in our lives. Those are the same people that go to Cane's, and they keep the coleslaw, Derek. Those are the same people. You keep the coleslaw, Derek?
No, there's someone I know, she's vegetarian, so she gets everything from Cane's except the chicken.
Wait, I gotta...
What you got a problem?
I was on my wire. I still am, but it's cool. I got over it. I got over it. What's her name?
We're not name dropping.
No, we're gonna name drop this person. What's her name?
No.
Well, if you does she listen to this?
Potentially.
Well, she's a psychopath. Okay. Because look, if I go to Cane's with someone and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, like, what do you want? I'm like, hey, give me that box combo, no slaw extra toast, and they say, you have a box combo, no slaw extra toast, and another box combo, regular. I get out the car. Me and my mom still don't talk.
What?
Nope. You can't trust people who get coleslaw at Cane's.
Well, that's why I get the chicken sandwich, because you get 3 strips, you get the fries, and that's it. I usually get 2 extra pieces of toast, though, because the toast is so good.
Yeah, you could just buy toast there, you know that?
Yeah.
You could just go over there and be like, I want toast.
It's like 69 cents.
Yeah, it's the best 69 cents you'll ever spend. That's what I was saying. I was saying the best 69 cents.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, I actually had a coworker one time. I was going to Cane's to give me some lunch, and she was like, oh, can you just give me, however much $5 can get me?
Did you get her like a bunch of bread?
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 pieces of toast.
You could buy a strip for $1.29. Yeah, 1 strip. You can get 1 strip.
Yeah.
I mean, which is kind of weird, you know.
Who just goes for one strip though?
A psychopath, the same person that wants the coleslaw.
Like I understand going for like 1 or 2 pieces of toast, but just 1 piece of chicken. That's no.
I mean, I don't know. It would be funny. And then pay with a credit card. It's like, don't even do it with cash. Like, do it with a credit card. Make them feel real weird about it.
Yeah, nothing like having literally cents to pay, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna use my card. Here you go.
Yeah, like pull $2 out and be like, you know what, I just put it on my card. And watch them look at you like, wow, what a psychopath.
Are you just calling everyone psychopaths today?
No, I'm calling people that go to Cane's and do weird stuff psychopath. Dexter would go to Cane's and keep the coleslaw. I'm just saying. God, we got way off on this, man. This was supposed to be serious, and you're over here making jokes. People's health matters, Derek.
Well, I mean, in the notes we say we're doing good and bad, and clearly we're very bad about fast food.
We're very bad about fast food. We're very bad about staying on topic when it comes to talking about fast food. And yeah, that's the only takeaway I got from that. And you can't trust people who eat coleslaw Cane's.
But I mean, we do exercise and stuff. We are.
Yeah, no, we're better than. Look, the thing about it is, I was trying to say like 10 things at once. The thing about it is that really once you take that first step, you're already doing better than a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and once you see the first few pounds, you feel amazing. Never felt better in my life. I never felt more achieved. Like my son being born, like, you know, that's a big thing, biggest thing in my life. But when you start seeing the weight drop, you feel better, you have more energy. It really, all around, it makes you a much more fun person to be around.
Yeah.
You know. Also, crippling depression works. If you guys want to try that, I mean, you know.
I don't recommend that. If you do have depression, please go see a therapist.
Or you could do that. Therapist. You're my therapist, Dr. Phil.
I am not Dr. Phil.
Dude, that is your name from now. You're Dr. Phil now. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, yep. Hashtag Dr. Phil. Dr. Derek Phil.
What?
Philip LeBove.
What? Why do I feel like I have an actual cousin named that?
Everybody got a cousin named Philip, and you can't trust him. Let's all be honest here. He's the one you're like, eh.
But I mean, I feel when it comes to losing weight, there's 2 types of people. The people who do it primarily through exercise, people who can do it primarily through diet.
No, you can. Look, I just think when you exercise too, you're dealing with other issues on top of the weight loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not. So if you're working out, you're obviously doing more for your heart. You're covering a lot more bases.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, if you can literally like just flip your whole diet around, start eating a bunch of green shit, you'd be good to go. Like you really could get good to go.
Yeah, because for me, I found most of my weight loss came from just exercising a lot and just eating less of what I do eat.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a coworker who she lost, I think, a good 30 pounds just doing the keto diet.
Yeah, you got to watch those things too, though, man. Those are good for short term, but you really got to have a long term exit strategy when you do stuff like that because it's very hard to stay on that keto diet. Because once you get off the program, you eat like 1 piece of bread, you're screwed for like 6 days. I mean, it's rough, you know.
Yeah.
And there's things that can put you into ketosis, like different things you can take, but I suspect that they're going to come out one day and be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. You know, like there's probably some kind of weird effect it'll have on your body if you keep taking substances to make you go into ketosis.
Yeah, that's why I like the whole concept of just eating less, because that's something you can do for a long period of time. Because it's easier to just eat less than have a strict diet. You're not eating specific foods. You're just sticking to what you already been doing. You're just doing less of it.
No, definitely. Let's get some water. See, agua. That's the key to life right there. It's water. I've just drank water all day.
That is some big fat bullshit.
What else I drank, Derek? What else I drank?
About half a bottle of vodka.
That's fair, but it looks like water. So.
But it has alcohol, which is processed as sugar, which is not good for you.
Yeah. So anyway, it's water, and but I drank water right after. So like, if you drink vodka and water at the same time, when it gets to your stomach,
it's still sugar.
The water's like, come on in, vodka, you good.
That's not how that works.
You don't know that? What, you Osmosis Jones now?
Yes.
Hey, you remember Osmosis Jones?
That was a great movie, honestly.
It was a good movie about health, man. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Bill Murray the
He
live?
was.
Yeah, he was the actual person they were inside of.
And, like he like dies almost at the end.
Yeah, yeah. Wasn't he like super sick or something? And
No, he ate terrible. He was like a piece of crap. He's Bill Murray. I mean, that's what he is. Oh man. So yeah, things you don't do: eat bad food.
and drinking. That's pretty.
Yeah, well, no, you really look. That's and I've always been a person that likes to drink excessively, but I have slowed down a lot. I think we could all agree on that. I mean, I've taken a huge step back from that, and again, mostly because when I was working out and then or when I do work out, then I go on like a night, just like a hard drink night. It kicks my ass, man. I'm beat for a day or two, and not only that, like, sorry, I keep touching your feet, and
I mean, I'm wearing shoes right now, so I don't really feel it.
Maybe I'm trying to play footsie.
Can you not?
Yeah, all right. Well, anyway, yeah, it makes me feel terrible. So I kind of just was like, I don't want to feel like this, you know. And that's the same thing with eating bad food. You eat bad food, and you're like, yeah, it was good, and like 30 minutes later, you're like, oh my god, I can't do it. You know, it kind of reminds you why you're doing what you're doing.
The food that ruins me the most is Burger King. It's just something about it just makes me sick to my stomach every time I eat it. Like, it tastes delicious 90% of the time, but you know.
Did you try their vegetarian burger?
No, I did not try the Impossible Whopper yet.
Dude, we're gonna have to do that one of these days because they say it's so loaded with sodium. It's like the worst thing on the menu. It's like 100,000% sodium. That's how they make it have a good flavor because it's just sodium. It's like Asian food. It's like nothing but sodium. Sodium.
Yeah, I'm fun saying sodium over there.
Sodium. Which is also bad for you. Stay away from sodium. But again, we live in Louisiana, so that is hard. It's hard to stay away from flavor.
Considering one of the most commonly used things is Tony's, which is got a lot of sodium in it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like slap your mama. I think that's less sodium. You could slap your mama and she'll slap the sodium out your mouth. You know, that's a thing. So maybe try that. I don't know.
Have you been slapped hard enough in the face that you lost sodium?
Dude, you know my mom, absolutely. My mom hit me one time and I lost 10 pounds.
Oh. Can she hit me? I need to lose like a good 10, 15 pounds.
The way you asked if she could hit you was a little weird. Can she hit me? I need to lose some pounds. That's weird, man. It's my mom.
I mean, I could bring up your sister.
Dude, she listens to this podcast. It's going to be weird now. I want to make sure to tell her, like, hey, Derek brought up my sister. That's not healthy either, trust me. You know my sister. You know that's not a healthy thing to bring up.
She has a lot of kids. Which, I mean, they're all cute, but it's gotta be a headache to take care of all those kids.
It's my sister. I don't know. I don't have that many kids. I don't know.
Well, I mean, don't you talk to your sister?
I called her earlier, and she didn't answer. She was busy. I think something happened with their plumbing or something. I don't know. She's cool. I mean, she's just whatever. But I know that's not why you were bringing her up, so that's why it's kind of weird now.
Yeah, it was a joke, man. Just calm down.
I'm just saying, man. But see that you know how old it is when you have a sister that everybody thinks is fine. They're like always like, oh man, your sister, and then they meet my mom and they're like, oh, your mom too, her. Nah.
Is that how everyone says it?
I mean, that's how it sounds. I mean, it's like your mom, gerbil, gerbil, your sister, gerbil, gerbil. It's aggravating. It's aggravating, you know? It's cool, like it's you. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. I'm just saying that if you guys know me and my sister, I get it, all right? You think she's fine. Whatever. Go talk to her. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't make that happen. I'm just saying, like, what do you want me to do? Hey, all my friends think you're hot. You want to do something about that? Like, how do you even approach someone with that?
Like that.
Dude, you're ridiculous, man.
I thought this was going to be such a serious episode, but it's taking a lot of left turns.
Yeah. You could say it took some left on red.
Oh.
You see, that's my band, so I kind of plugged that there, you know?
Nice.
I would plug your stories, but them things are wild, dude. You know, I don't want to plug them because I want people to read them. That's how wild they are. See, that was a plug. See what I did? Plugged them. It's called it's suspense. Because they're like, well, how is it wild? They're going to read them.
Yeah, it's a lot of great, crazy stuff happens in those, but it's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about, physical health, which we covered a lot, but I think at the end of the day, it's all about self-motivation. because unless you have the motivation and at least a couple friends who can support you in losing the weight.
Yeah, you were my support friend. We didn't talk about it a lot when I was doing it because I was kind of like I've always found it easier to do those things when people don't have any expectations. Like when you're not telling everybody I'm losing weight. You're all on Facebook, yeah, and then like 2 weeks later they see you and you're like full of like donuts, like crumbs on your face, and like it's
like,
weird.
That was the crazy thing about work though, because I kind of mentioned it to my coworkers, but once you could physically tell I was losing weight.
That's when people start asking questions. Yeah.
They're like, Jesus, you need to stop losing weight. You're gonna like wither away. I'm like, dude, I still got like another 15, 20 pounds to go.
Who do you work with? Somebody's grandma? That's such a grandma thing. You're gonna wither away. My friends were like, "Oh, you're losing weight. Were you smoking crack?" I have terrible friends.
Yeah, you need better friends.
I know, man. And the thing is, I only have like 3 of them, but 2 of them are terrible.
I'm the only good one?
Oh, we're friends? I thought we just...
Oh, we're just colleagues?
Yeah, no, this is a work relationship.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sleeping here tonight, but like on the couch. Like I'm not... Hold on. I made that weird. You see how I did that? If I wouldn't have said anything, it'd have been like, all right. And now everybody's like, whoa.
Yeah, because everyone would just assume you would be on the couch or in a spare room or something. Not
Right, they have a couch behind the camera. You guys can't see it, but I promise you it's there.
Yeah, but before you go to bed, we're just gonna turn the camera around and
Record me sleep? Dude, that'd be weird. Like so weird.
imagine if you started talking in your sleep and we just hear.
Trust me, if I say anything in my sleep, it ain't nothing but trouble. All right, it will be trouble with a capital rubble,
What?
but a lowercase t. So it's like T rubble. I gotta quit drinking, man. Dude, this was supposed to be so serious. I kind of like it though. This is fun. But let's try to get back on track here. Health. That's your cue.
Well, where do you want me to take this?
On a more healthy path, because let's be honest, I have no healthy habits.
I mean, I guess we could just like start summing up kind of the key things to do, because, like I said, you just need the motivation to do it.
Definitely, yeah. No, motivation is important for me, and I'll tell you guys, check it out. There's a video. It's Buster Douglas. I'm a boxing fan. Buster Douglas fought Mike Tyson, and he beat him. That was, if anybody who's a boxing fan knows, the craziest upset in the world. And there's a motivational video. It's about 1 minute and 20 seconds. To this day, on the way to the gym, put it on the car, plug it in with the aux cord, turn it all the way up. Sometimes things like that, because you really have to have a reason. Like, if your reason is I'm gonna go to the gym because everybody's telling me to go to the gym, then you're never gonna work. You
Yeah.
have to do it. You have to have a reason. Either if it's your kid, if it's your your significant other, if you told your mom you were gonna lose weight, whatever. Make it a reason that's strong enough to keep you going back. And that will get you. That's 90% of the work. Straight up, the hardest part about going to the gym is walking through the front door, every time.
Yeah, for me losing the 50 pounds, I definitely got to give up for Hannah, because she was the one who kind of always pushed me to keep going. She's the one who kept complimenting every time she saw me. She was like, wow, you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's just really nice to have that motivation to just keep going.
Yeah, it is. And Hannah would be a good friend for that, definitely. Yeah, for me, I was just kind of doing it, and it was like a way to kind of just do stuff. And then people started saying, hey, man, you look like you're losing some weight. And when I started noticing, because I have an old picture of one of my cards when I was a cop, and I was like, dude, I was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I compared to the mirror, and I was like, wow, I'm still huge, but I'm not like that huge. I went from Jabba the Hutt to a more reasonable size, and that made me feel better. When you start seeing it yourself, because you don't realize, man. Like, I still see me as me. You know what I'm saying? But like when I look at old pictures, I'm like, oh wow, what was that guy doing? So yeah, motivation's key. You gotta self motivate, man. Because the thing is, you're not always gonna have somebody there. And there are plenty of days where I would show up and be like, do I really want to do this today? And you like half-ass your workout.
Yeah.
You take a step back. You're like, you know what? I got to whole ass it, and you get back up there and do it. I've got a gym buddy right now, and I'm glad we go. That's one of the reasons I go at night, because of his work schedule, and we're putting it in, and it feels great. But you have to be able to do it alone too. Things change, people fall, come and go. Work schedules change. You gotta self motivate, 100%.
Honestly, personally, for me, I prefer going to the gym alone, because I can just go on my own pace. I'm not worried about falling behind of someone else, not getting ahead of someone else. I'm just doing my own pace. I can just go in, do my weights, do the elliptical, go for a walk, and I can do what I want to do at my own pace.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing too. Sometimes, like for me and my guy, like we'll just get on the elliptical. We don't really race. We're just both there.
Mm.
You know, check on each other every now and again. I mean, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Let's keep doing this. You know, do a little weightlifting. We don't push each other. Do what you can. You know, it's just a, you know, we're helping each other out. But that all comes back to motivation. You got to have a reason, and it is nice to have a guy like tonight. He knew I was gonna be there tonight, but last night he didn't show up. Called him like 10 times. He finally answered. Now we ended up not going because something came up. But it's nice to, if I'm laying in bed and it's late and you know he'll call me. What you doing? I'm in bed. Why you in bed? Why you in the gym? What we doing? Why you being a bitch? You know. and you know you're like, all right, you don't have to come, but I mean you're just a bitch. You know. And it's playful, but I ain't trying to get called a bitch for the rest of the week, so I show up. Because that's it. That's the rule. You know. You do. I'm not saying call people a bitch. It might beat you up, but if that's what it takes for you, you know, and look, what works for what another good thing is, Post-it notes, slap them on your bathroom window, or mirror, not window, weird.
I mean, some bathrooms do have windows, but
well, you know what I mean. Put them on the mirror. That way you see them every morning. And look, whatever you got to put on there, it could be, you know, it could be explicit. It could be, you know, get out there and do it, buddy. Like whatever. If you got to put, you know, get your effing beep out there and do some effing stuff, you put it. If that's what gets you to go, man, you go. And look, it works. I've seen plenty of people do it. Challenge yourself. I say as I devoured a pizza and half a bottle of vodka. But to me, that was a challenge. To some degree, that's a challenge too. I mean, just, you know, I'm with you guys, 100%.
I mean, it's okay to have those days where you kind of indulge and let yourself go a little bit. As long as you have more good days than bad.
Right. I mean, I like to take one cheat day used every 2 weeks is what I do. Every now and again I'll slip up and get a little Chinese food for lunch, but I'll either salad for dinner. I'll cut back a lot to where I can still cover that in, or I won't eat dinner depending on what I eat. I'm still really into fasting. Today's probably the first time I broke that in a while. But even that's not a long-term solution. That's just really good to get you started. And for me, going to the gym actually curbs a lot of those hungers. Like if you go work out, I don't get hungry. Sometimes I have to like, okay, it's time to eat. You got to eat right now, you know? And, but you do gotta, look, you can't not eat. You gotta have some food. You gotta have some calories. You gotta have something to burn. You gotta have something that keeps you going. Because if not, you'll die. Like you will die at the gym. I've never seen it, but I'm sure people have died at the gym. Rest in peace, people died at the gym. I would make a bird noise right now, like the rappers do, but I can't do it. I can't make a bird noise. Can you make a bird noise?
Caw.
Not like that. I mean, like a roll, like a. I'm not even gonna try. It's not ridiculous. You know what I mean?
You mean similar to like a trill from Spanish class, like a.
Yeah, like yeah, that thing. Whatever he just did. A trill, huh? What is it? Get out.
But one last thing I think we should kind of talk about is confidence with your body.
Body confidence.
Yes, because I feel there's some
See, I wanted to do this one shirtless and you wouldn't let me. That's body confidence, Derek. I'm taking my shirt off.
Can you not?
So I can't be confident in my own body? Y'all hear this, right? I'm being fat shamed.
No, it's for my sake.
That's what I'm saying. You're fat shamed.
No, because it's going to get weird if you take your shirt off.
Oh. Yeah, I forget sometimes people aren't listening live. So they're going to hear all that and they're going to be like, take your shirt off. Why did the video cut right there? What's going on? Anyway, go ahead.
But I do find there's people who are like at a certain weight spot, but they feel they're not where they are. Because I think American Dad kind of touched on it a little bit with Stan. Because he had this feeling of like, oh, I'm not skinny enough, and I'm not skinny enough. And he got to the
becomes a psychological disorder at that point. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, but it's not always that bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, it's like there are extremes like that, but in general, there are people who are like super skinny who still think they're fat, and
people that are super fat and think they're skinny. Wear the right clothes, people.
Damn, dude.
I'm sorry. Look, I've seen a lot of things in my life, and it's not good. You can get PTSD from walking around Walmart. That's all I'm saying. But no, I agree with you. You got to be comfortable, man. And you got look. Not only that, that's another thing because I don't mean to cut you off, but I just thought of this when you were saying that. confidence at the gym too, man. Don't be afraid. Like, look, I was way bigger than I am now when I first got in the gym, and there were like you get self conscious. I'll be honest, you know, I've been there, but understand that most people in the gym honestly don't give a shit about what you're doing. They're doing their own thing. If somebody goes to the gym to ogle people, that's called a weirdo. It's rare.
They're
Super
only going to
rare.
look at you if you're doing weird things. So, like, if you're on the treadmill and you're Naruto running, then maybe you'll get some looks. But at the gym, just do you. Just do it as hard as you can and just do your best.
Yeah, no, that's spot on. And look, trust me. And not only that, you'd be surprised at how many people will help you if you have a question, if you want to know how to do something. I see it all the time, man. I mean, not so much now I go late, but like when I'd go, you know, after work, 5, 6 o'clock, there's plenty of older people come in, bigger people come in, and the people will help you. Because to some degree, the more you go, like I got a sense of camaraderie with a lot of those guys just from being in the same gym as them. You know, just from, you know, you see them in the store, hey man, what's up, man? You gonna get it in tonight? You know, that kind of, you know what I mean?
That's what she said?
I was trying to get, you know, yeah. Good. You know, you really start to respect and you know, you get a sense of respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you don't have to be afraid of people like judging you. Like I can honestly say I've been in the gym a while now, and I've never like looked at somebody like, oh, ugh. Like, no, man, you in here trying. I respect that.
Yeah.
You know? And look, I've seen plenty of people start way bigger than us, and they look better than me now. They got it in, man. They did what they had to do. Be confident in yourself. You got to be.
Yeah, I definitely have more confidence in my body, but I still don't think I'd be brave enough to just be like, oh, look at me kind of attitude. I don't.
Mr. Meeksies, look at me.
But.
You built like Mr. Meeksies.
Am I? What?
That's a joke. You're not.
I mean, I'm very blue right now, but. wearing a lot of blue. I just realized I'm wearing a pizza shirt during a health episode.
Yeah, I've been trying to read that shirt the whole time. I realized like a Smosh, what is that? Smosh something? What is that? Like Slush Cult? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Is that a band, Slush Cult?
I have no idea. I just ordered it from Smosh.com. It's a...
Slush Cult, that'd be a cool band name. But, man, I can go for a slush right now. Like a diet one, though. Like a
What?
I don't know. Like a slushie, you know?
Are there diet slushies?
No, there's not. Those things are 700,000 grams of sugar. They got more grams of sugar in a slushie than they had grams on Tony Montana's table in Scarface. Get it? It's like
yeah.
cocaine joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, I get it. It was alright. Not my best one, but it was alright.
But yeah, it's just body confidence, man. It does make a difference in your overall confidence too. Because even if you're not to the point where you're like, you're gonna take your shirt off and just be like, hey, look at this, you'll still feel just more confident in general. Like, you'll be able to talk to people more comfortably. You'll be able to just feel less judged even though you're not being judged in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think people judge people as much as people think they judge people. In the sense of, look, people talk a lot of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talk a lot of shit to each other. Talk a lot of shit to each other, that's what I'm trying to say. And to me, I mean, it's all in good fun, you know, but I wouldn't go up to some random person and be like, "What's up, fat ass?" Like, that's not cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to know your audience, you know?
Yeah, there's always boundaries depending on who you're with. Like, with
Right.
you, I can unleash all
Oh,
hell.
no, I mean, we throw it back and forth, dude. I mean, it's how it's always been for us. That's how it's going to be.
But that's because we know we're just joking. We're not trying to be actual dicks to each other.
No, I mean, and that's generally most people, because even people that, we all know those people that take it a step too far.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people, they just don't really have any legitimate communication skills. That's what it comes down to. We like to, you know, some people are assholes, but some people are just idiots, honestly. And I'm telling you right now, nobody in the gym would ever do that, any gym I've ever been in, because everybody else in the gym would be like, shut up. Like, what are you doing? I mean, like, nobody hates on people for trying. They really don't. As long as you get in there and you're trying, man, that's hats off to you.
Yeah.
You know? Don't give up. That's the thing. Don't give up.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Hoorah? I don't know. What do you want to say?
That's fine.
No, I mean, look, it's, you know, Rome, something in a day, whatever. Rome wasn't built in a day. Didn't fall in a day either. So that's your choice right there. Do you want to be the falling Rome, or do you want to be the built-up Rome? Hey, man, write that down. That's good. We could be motivational speakers.
I wouldn't go that far.
I miss it. I'm Mr. Meeksies, look at me.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me.
Make me famous, Mr. Meeksies. He'd go crazy and make a bunch of them, and we'd all be dead. Yeah, but yeah, that's really it. We didn't talk a whole lot about health, but we got off track.
I mean, we touched about what not
What
to
you shouldn't do.
what not to eat.
Right.
We did kind of discuss some healthy ways to exercise and have a healthier lifestyle.
Right, we did.
We talked about body confidence a little bit, because all that stuff is kind of like just a confidence booster. Because the better confidence you have, the more you'll want to make it better. Like, you can't expect to end up like Captain America or the Hulk and just be huge buff.
No, but
people.
You can get there, man. You can make attainable goals, and if that's what you want to do, man, you can make it there if you want to do it. You know, it takes time though. That ain't overnight. That ain't over 6 months. That's a life transition.
Yeah.
I like how you named 3 like it was Blue's Clues, like or Dora.
Dora, explore.
If there's a place you gotta go. I love that map, dude. That map is so Boston. It's awesome.
Didn't they change him to like a cell phone or something?
What? They did what?
Yeah, I think they got rid of the map. I think they're using something else now.
Is it still the Boston guy doing the voice?
I have no idea.
Cause look, man.
Look, I don't actually keep up with Dora. It's just things I've heard.
Yeah, people will be like, "Oh, Fetty's watching Dora." I don't watch Dora, but if you check my phone history, you're gonna find out that I've listened to that map song 300,000 times.
It's for your kid, right?
No, this is before my kid, dude. Look, that tell me that ain't the coolest map ever. He's like so Boston. Like, there's a place you gotta go. I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. You know, like, I mean, he's awesome, man.
I mean, he's a cool map. I'll give him that.
We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube for that, aren't we? They're gonna be like, "Oh, copyrighted material."
Maybe we'll get like that half copyright where it's like split.
I mean, I was just saying words in a Boston accent. Cockies.
Well, that was probably technically a different key because you don't have the actual backing track or anything. So
Bam. You see that?
Loopholes.
Loopholes, right. So when they email us, we'll be like, "Shut up, YouTube," and then they'll, I don't know, sell us to human trafficking or whatever.
I feel they would just cancel our channel. They wouldn't.
Well, I mean, that's kind of worse if you think about it.
We just make a new one and just upload stuff everywhere else.
Anyway, yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, so, look, confidence, people. If you guys want to get healthier, I'll be your life coach. You don't want that. But seriously, like, we're always here for discussions on that. And, look, neither one of us is 100% a success, but we're more successful than we were a year ago. So, you know, we have stuff to talk about with that.
Well, for me, it was 2 years ago, but...
Right. And I'm, you know, getting there. And, you know, but, you know, yeah, try to be a little healthier. You know, we did an episode a while back, New Year, New Me, and I don't think it's not about New Year, New anything. It's not about giving things up for Lent. It's just about being able to make sure you're still around when your kids get older or being able to enjoy those later years in your life, you know. That's what it's about. And
don't ever feel discouraged just because you're not seeing immediate results. That's the biggest thing. Just keep at it. Eventually, you will see some changes.
Right. Or, look, take classes. There's, you know, if you don't want to do the gym thing, you want to go out and do some self-defense, man. There's a lot of, you know, find a group, ride a bike, go jogging, climb a mountain, whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, just got to keep fighting for it.
Don't climb a mountain right away. Work up to that. That's serious stuff.
Dude, in LA, we did a hike up a mountain. It was so exhausting. It was a cool view at the top. We were like right above the Hollywood sign and all that stuff, but it was a mile and a half, like from one end, and then a mile and a half back. But the elevation was, I want to say, probably half a mile.
You should have just rolled down. You can't make that roll.
There was too many rocks to do that. And I was doing so good, but we had literally 3 minutes left of walking left. I slipped on a downhill. I caught myself, but it was like...
That was it. That was the degradation that was over at that point.
At that point, I was just like, man, my pants are dirty. I'm going to dirty up the Uber's freaking car. And
yeah, man, anybody in Lafayette that needs a workout partner, Derek's available. He's also writing short stories. So, and I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to give it away, but these stories are wild. I mean... Do yourself a favor. Do everyone in your family a favor and read these stories. mean, these are gonna be. I mean, they'll probably be legendary if I have to say so myself. They're probably gonna get to like mythical status.
Okay, can you take it down a notch?
No,
Like, I appreciate the hype, but it's a little too much.
no, it's not. No, it's
We
not.
need to take it down a little bit.
Derek is writing stories that are going to be your children's Paul Bunyan. These things are going to be
There's-
folklore to
there's-
the extreme.
There's swearing in there. I don't think is good for children.
It'll be your teenager's Paul Bunyan, and it's going to be extreme.
I wouldn't say the Paul Bunyan. Maybe Looking for Alaska or something.
I don't know what that is.
It's a book by John Green. It's really good.
I don't know who that is.
He's a YouTuber.
All right, so look, I'm trying, guys, and buy his book. Do it for me. Do it for Derek. They're good though. They're really good stories. Derek's got a pretty good ability to be pretty decent at some stuff.
Some stuff.
Yeah, like you're one of those people where like I wouldn't call you if I needed a guitar solo, but hey, you can play some chords. Like you're kind of good at a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, I'm mediocre at everything.
Check out my band Left on Red, Facebook. Add us on Facebook. We're always looking for new friends. Message us if you have a question.
Messages if you have topic ideas.
Yeah, but message me because I'm gonna probably take the responsibility for that because I don't do that. I don't come up with topic ideas.
Yeah, I'm constantly the one who's like, you know what, this would be a cool topic idea or things like that. But yeah, but just check us out on Facebook. Got the website.
Stay tuned for the Dora the Explorer map versus cell phone video that we're going to be releasing here soon.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna release a remix of the thing on SoundCloud.
I don't know. We might. Oh, we're gonna. If there's a place you.
We're
What
gonna
does the cell phone sing though? You know what? We'll have this conversation after we're done. Sorry.
But you can find this podcast just about anywhere.
Hey, that live video you put up. Did you see somebody message on that asking where we can be found at? Even though you said it in the video.
I mean, yeah, I responded.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just asking. I didn't know you responded.
Okay.
Sorry. Are you sure you responded?
Why do you not trust me?
I didn't know.
Dude, I do everything. You're just here to talk.
I mean, that's a little rude. I think I'm pretty good company.
To talk.
Well, but yeah, it's fair. But yeah, look, guys, we had fun. We always have fun. Find us, not in person. Don't come to my house. I mean, like you call me, we'd probably chill, but don't just show up. Anyway, y'all guys have a good night. One love. Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
We're not sponsored. What are you doing?
Well, no, one love is just like a saying, man. Bob Marley was saying that. It's like one love, man. Like
Yeah, but you specifically said Raising Cane's.
Well, we said it 17 times in this episode already. I just figured I'd let people know.
Not sponsored, but we'll see you guys next week.